What's going on, guys? Chad here from How To Tech, and today we're doing a different style of video. We're actually going to be doing an unboxing and kind of my personal opinions on the Elgato keylight. Elgato makes really great products whenever it comes to capture cards and devices like that. I've been using Elgato capture cards since, I first had like an Xbox 360, and from then on out, I use it for my DSLR camera that's piped into OBS right now, and they make amazing products for capture cards. I've never bought their lighting equipment, and I've never really, from my understanding or my recollection, remember buying anything from them other than capture cards. So I wanted to give my thoughts and opinions on what this keylight is like compared to soft boxes, and hopefully for us here in the studio, get rid of these gigantic soft boxes that kind of pillar each side of my desk and maybe go with something that is a little more sizable. So let's go ahead and jump into it. This is going to be very different compared to some of the other videos that we do on this channel, mainly because I wanted to give my initial impressions, because this is something, if you're buying it at MSRP, you're going to be paying $199 for, and you want good impressions of the unboxing experience and absolutely everything. And first off, I have to say the packaging is amazing, and this thing is a lot bigger than I thought it was actually going to be, and apparently it uses something called Osram LEDs. And it's just supposed to be a top of the line kind of lighting equipment that has a lot of, controllable options. And the reason that we decided to go with Elgato was a few reasons. One, Elgato's got some other products that we're going to be taking a look at soon. Whenever it comes to the ecosystem of Elgato, a lot of them work together. So we wanted to have some other products from Elgato other than just capture cards to be able to kind of compare the ecosystem and see how that stuff works together. Another reason behind that is because we actually own Elgato LEDs. That's what's currently up there, and I'll just go ahead and not shamelessly plug, because once again, we bought all this stuff with our own money. The Elgato control app. So let's turn the red LEDs up, and boom. Yeah, so I absolutely love that. We were waiting for Elgato to come out with their extension kit for it. Only thing I don't like about their LEDs, it seems like the kind of layout of that stuff might be proprietary, or the connectors are kind of made to where it's a little bit easier if you buy their stuff. So instead of soldering their expensive LEDs, which they are expensive, I decided to go ahead and go the route of waiting and buying their kit. And their kit's out, so we're actually probably going to be installing more of those soon. So out of the box, we just have some documentation on how to tighten stuff, how to set all this stuff up together, get the tilt, how to install the software. Another cool feature too is if you don't want to use a cell phone to control it, you can actually do it from the desktop computer. So you can install their software inside this box here. And I apologize, guys, we don't really have a really good process of shooting top down for stuff like unboxing stuff. So right now, I apologize, we just don't have a good shot for that. So we have the power adapter here with our multi type of plugs. I believe this is how their LED strips came as well for the controller box. And yeah, you just slap that plate on there, tighten it on, and now we have our whatever US style plug is. We have some brackets that are going to help us cable manage, I assume, the power cable. And we'll just throw these back in the box, and some kind of guide. Hopefully we won't need that. Throw that back in the box and that on my desk. And some kind of rubber mount. I'm guessing this is going to be like friction for tying it down to the stand in a second. This right here, this feels very good quality. So this right here is the lights. First time I'm moving it out of the package. And now I can immediately tell you why this is $199, because this is not just cheap plastic. This feels like some kind of metal of some sort. I'm guessing probably aluminum that is like sandblasted black, I guess. I don't know. And a really good diffusion material. I think it said something about some kind of glass And I mean, look at that profile. The soft boxes I have, and no joke, are like this deep, and they are leaned out over my desk and they look ridiculous. This right here is a super manageable form factor, and in my opinion could be very portable. And judging by the thread mount, it doesn't look like it's proprietary to Elgato of how you want to mount these. You don't have to use their stand if you can find something that threads into whatever that thread mount is there. And we have mounting options on the top, bottom, and both sides. So that's really cool. So if you wanted to mount this sucker from the left-hand side, you can mount it just like that. So it can be mounted over the side. You can mount it from the bottom, the top, or the other side. So pretty cool. You have an on-off switch there on the bottom. Actually, no, that's a rocker switch. So you have off, which I assume is right in the middle, on, and then it says right here, reset switch. So we have the ability to reset that. This is already really exciting for me. And yeah, just the aesthetic, the design detail on the back of this plate does not feel cheap and feels like you're getting your money's worth for what you paid for it. Now, is it a little on the high end? Yes. Should you possibly buy the Keylight Air? I don't know that yet, so I can't tell you, and I'll be able to let you know a little bit more depending on how bright we have to push this, because there's things called lumens that help us kind of rate whether or not we're pushing that to wherever we need to. Next, we have the arm, and this is something I was really curious about. I'm curious about the mounting options underneath to see if we have to use this or if we can mount directly through the desk. And judging by the way this is, there is a hex screw on the bottom here, which looks like you could take this pole off the base and probably mount this through a desk if you needed to. Looks like that is possible. And yeah, this is, once again, like most Elgato stuff, seems like it's very good quality. It ratchets as well. So if you've got to where your knuckles will be hitting the side of a desk or something, you can actually pull this down, turn it back, and keep tightening. So you can just keep doing that to get this tightened up on your desk, which is really awesome. My desk is an inch and a half thick. Yeah, an inch and a half thick. So my desk is pretty thick, and it looks like that's still gonna mount to my desk as well. So that's really cool. We have this ball head at the top that looks like it can rotate forwards and backwards. And it also looks like we have the ability to adjust that by loosening this right here. So yeah, we can actually turn that, I believe. Maybe not. Maybe we can adjust the top here. I'm still figuring it out. Give me a second. Yeah, you can adjust that top however you need to. So yeah, you can adjust it this way, left and right, and you can get your height availability in there, and you can really adjust this to wherever you need it to. And it looks like, to me, I'm gonna have that probably hit the shortest height possible because my desk actually sits up pretty high. So if you've got a short desk and you sit up really high compared to your desk, it looks like this is gonna give you a lot of options. And if it looks like if your desk is really high, it's probably gonna be right where you want it right out of the box. So overall, this seems like really good quality compared to some of the other stuff I've purchased before from, say, companies that make monitor arms and things like that. And this seems to be really good quality, which is what I expect for the amount of money I'm paying for this. And the knob here is plastic, but the ball head at the top is metal, and so is the, I guess, what would you call the assembly that the ball head goes into is also metal as well. So overall, pretty good. So now I'm going to go ahead and put this together and mount it to the back side of my desk and give you guys my thoughts and show you a comparison between my big softbox that cost me about 70 bucks versus this that cost me about 200 and is a fraction, and I don't know what that fraction is, but it's definitely a fraction of the size of that thing. All right, so now it's time for the lighting test. I've actually used the Elgato Keylight for quite a while, and I've still had my softbox up for a little bit, and I've wanted to go back and forth and compare them personally to give you my opinions on what I think about them. And I love the Elgato Keylight, and I will be getting rid of this softbox and rid of this softbox over here, and I will be replacing them with key lights, and I'm going to show you why now. So this is currently the lighting just from the softbox. I'm going to turn it off and then I'm going to show you what the key light looks like. But before I go ahead and do that, I want to mention one of the main reasons why I love Elgato's products and ecosystem. One is that they have Control Center, which you can install on your desktop computer or your cell phone and lets you control the lighting. Or the second thing, which is absolutely my favorite thing now, is I went out and I purchased an Elgato Stream Deck. And having the ability to turn on my light just by clicking this button right here is pretty amazing. And if you can tell, we'll go ahead and flash back and forth on screen right now so you can see kind of what the lighting looks like with the softbox and what it looks like with this. Maybe a little disorienting with me talking, but it's amazing. And the ability to even adjust the lighting on the fly by having steps for increasing the brightness and decreasing the brightness is absolutely nothing short of amazing and really awesome. Yes, you're going to pay essentially a premium for these products to get this kind of quality, but to say that the Elgato products, in my opinion, are overpriced is not true. They are not overpriced. They are top of the line build quality and exactly what you would expect for paying that amount of money. The quality of the materials is great, and then the quality of the lighting and just the ecosystem makes it that much better. The only negative you may run into is the fact that you need a Wi-Fi connection to be able to control these lights to the ability that you may want to. Now, I know there's a toggle switch and you may be able to get that light to work without necessarily having a Wi-Fi network, but then you're going to lose the ability to adjust stuff such as the brightness and all of that kind of stuff. But overall, this lighting is absolutely amazing, and I'm going to be buying another one very soon so I can put over here to the side and get rid of this softbox, and the softboxes are going to be completely gone, and we're going to be using Elgato key lights moving forward. So in conclusion, Elgato's key light is amazing, and I can't wait to take a look at some of their other products in the future. And just by pairing them with their other ecosystem or their other items in their ecosystem, it's going to make your product feel that much more premium and definitely worth it. So if you have the money or you're thinking about buying lighting, maybe save some money and see if this is the route you want to go with it. I do want to say that for the most part, I don't tend to need to push my brightness up on my key light more than 50 to 60%. And with the key light Air having about the half of the brightness range or lumens of the regular key light, you may be able to get away with just purchasing 2 key light Airs, which is going to save you a substantial amount of money, may save you even enough money to possibly look at purchasing a Stream Deck to control it all with, which is really amazing. I'll be making a video on this soon, kind of explaining why I like this and the other use cases that I found for this that aren't your typical just controlling your live stream, because I'm using this for pretty much daily use for everything I do on my computer, and it's really awesome. And you know, go ahead and get subscribed if you guys want to check out a video on that coming out hopefully very, very soon. So all right guys, that's going to be all for this video. If you enjoyed, you know what to do. Go ahead, destroy that like button, get subscribed, and turn on notifications for future videos from How To Tech. And if you want to be like these lovely people that are on screen right now, then think about becoming a member today. Our members get early access to videos, discounts on merch, community only posts, emotes, and badges, and much, much more. Big thanks to all of our members for helping support How To Tech. Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been Chad from How To Tech, helping you take your tech to the next level, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.